Hi there guys, it's Niall here. Today I am in a way redoing a video that I made a couple of years ago, and this will be a showcase of Windows 3.11 running in a virtual machine. And the reason I'm redoing it is I feel I know a lot more about the subject now, and the hardware I am using much different hardware now, and I believe this is much better. Windows 3.11 was released in 1992 as the successor to Windows 3.0, which had been very successful, and Windows 3.11 was released in 1993 in order to implement a number of bug fixes which made the system a lot more stable. This particular version, as you saw just then, is 3.11 for workgroups, which has slightly better networking capabilities than the other versions, which is why most virtual machines use it. What you saw me do back then, for those of you who are not familiar, was I was using MS-DOS to type into the directory Windows and then run win.com, which is how I've got it because I've got exe files running this. Win was the name of the program that launched Windows, Win obviously short for Windows, because Windows wasn't an operating system until Windows 95 came out. Back in 1995, sorry. Before then, it was an operating environment, and this is running in DOSBox on a Raspberry Pi, in case you were wondering. But just like Windows 1 and 2, Windows 3.11 had made famous programs such as Windows Write, which later became WordPad. You've got MS Paintbrush, the calculator, which obviously we still have, every computer needs that, and clock, which back then if you wanted to keep track of the time you actually had to have the clock open. But it didn't have a desktop like we have now, it had the program manager, which can be closed so you can see all the open programs, and if you didn't want the whole clock window you could have Write tiled like this, open, and you could have the clock down there, or you could have Paintbrush open like so, and you can drag and drop. You can change the size of all these tiles like you can for most programs nowadays, and I've always liked the way you had an analog option for the clock. But it also came with some very simple, and I do mean very simple, games. Like we have here, we have Minesweeper and Solitaire, and I also have Wolfenstein installed on here. And similar to modern versions of Windows, you also could customise the look of the Windows environment in the control panel with the colour option. Obviously I have the ocean colour scheme in. You could have a load of different colour schemes like black and white, or the Windows default, which I'm not a big fan of. I think it looks fairly plain, but for a business oriented user this might suffice. But you did also, as you saw, have the different colours that you could apply. So say if you wanted this to be default but you wanted the background to be black and this panel to be red, you could make that happen. So that was just a very quick overview of Windows 3.11. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, for older subscribers, if you saw the original version and you like this better, which I hope you did, please leave a comment and tell me how I did. And if you are a new viewer, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. Thanks, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.